Hey everyone, just doing a quick review on this DRAGONTOUCH action camera. The model is the Vision 3. It's a great GoPro replacement. I've used a brand like this before from Amazon, and it's a great camera. So let's get into it. I have everything here, the box, all the contents, so let's check it out. All right, so what you'll notice is when it comes in your Amazon package, this is the box it comes in. So it's got plenty of room for both the camera, which is packaged really nicely with one of the attachments already on it, and it fits just like that. I felt like that was plenty of protection. It also comes with this box here, the smaller box for all the accessories, which I'll be going through. They're all right here. So we can probably start on the accessories themselves. First being this right here is the battery charger. And the last camera that I bought didn't have this. It just came with one battery on its own and nothing else, no extras. And this one's really nice. It didn't come with the actual wall charger, but it did come with the cable, which is just a normal USB, and two batteries, one of which I already installed in the camera. So that's the first thing that impressed me. And then also they've modified to keep up with GoPro and other companies. They've developed a remote, which is good for both camera and your video recording. So that's excellent. And I haven't tried that yet, but we'll get to that. Also should be noted with this remote, it has a kind of these loops here, which is excellent. It says DRAGONTOUCH on the back side of it. And these loops are great for this Velcro piece that they give you, which is really cool. So that's good for like just having on your wrist. And if you're snowboarding specifically, that'd be really good. If you have your camera mounted on the front of your board, you can start your shot exactly when you want it to. Or jet skiing, pretty much whatever you can think of. It's a great option to have. And like I said, that's an upgrade. They didn't have that on the last model, and it's really something that impressed me. So other things we have an extra charging cable, which is nice to have. I know it's still the older, it's not like the USB-C, the new ones, but it's still a good cable, and it's a lot longer than this one is. So I guess if you want to charge the camera by itself, which it has a charging port on the side of it. So what else? I have an angled mount. That's pretty much the same. All these are individually packaged too. It didn't used to be like that. They used to come in there just in kind of like an own thing. But I think this is just, it's not something that is a must, but it's kind of a nice like quality step in the right direction. All right, so we have all the screw mounts here, and here's your main base mount for that. Good for tripod. It's good for pretty much anywhere else if you decide to screw on. It's a male and female both in this one, so you can take this piece here and then screw that to that, and vice versa, and screw this. Basically, you can attach any mount to this male base, which is excellent. And I appreciated with the last one, this is a similar piece to the one from the last camera that I had. You have these screw mounts on the top and the bottom for like inverse mount. If you have basically something getting in the way of the camera, if you need to get into a tight spot, that kind of helps out too. Really helps you get exactly the shot that you want. And then this base, of course, with the looks like it has a peel back here. Yeah, it does. So that's adhesive. So that's really nice. You can basically perma-mount that, and you can choose whether you want to use the screw base there or whether you want to use the clip, which is its own clip, by the way. It's a different size than GoPro, and they do that on purpose so that you can, you know, they're not using the same hardware, and also for patent and things like that. But either way, it's still a good clip. I actually kind of prefer this one to GoPro's. It feels much more secure. It's not, their plastic consistency is not as smooth, I guess, as GoPro, but that also, it helps keep your components together a little bit better, I think. GoPro's plastic is very slippery, so here's another adhesive piece. It doesn't have the screw in the middle. Here's one that actually has the mounting screw, and that's an adapter piece from the 3-tong to the 2. That's awesome. This is for giant clip there. There's not a female part to that. There's just another thing of Velcro here. Okay. This one is like my favorite. I've used this one a lot in the last camera. It's great for handlebars, obviously, anything. Steering wheels, roll bars. It doesn't have a whole lot of room per se, but it gets bigger than it looks, honestly. It's actually pretty good. Here's another adapter piece. This is the lengthening one. And you can use those in conjunction, obviously, but that's if you have some pretty crazy angles. It does come with a cleaning cloth. It does come with a steel braided lanyard and extra adhesive pieces. So that's really nice. There's a battery bag. Here's one more of those pieces. Aside from this, let's go into the actual camera itself and some of the details. So this is a much wider lens than the last camera, it looks like, and it's really nice that it has that. I think they're really shooting for more detail with this one versus the last one that I had. You do have, I'm going to pop it out of the waterproof case here, which is good up to 98 feet, which is really, really nice. I've actually used this in pools. You can just toss it in, no problem. It's really easy to clean. There are some metal parts in here too, which is a little bit different from GoPro, but they are cleanable. And on the last case that I had, it had the similar setup here where it has metal springs that can be exposed. Now, if you're diving in salt water or in a salt pool, you will notice that you're going to have to, you know, clean this more regularly than I think you would a GoPro case because of the metal components. Make sure they don't corrode. But I still have my old case. It still works just fine, doesn't leak, and the components haven't rusted just because of taking care and actually just rinse it off. That's all I needed to do. You can see some surface like rust, but that's just, none of it's gotten to the point where it even remotely looks like it's a failing piece. I like this lock too. It really makes you feel secure when you close this up and on that seal. Like I said, the last one that I had is a good 4 years old and it still hasn't leaked. That being said, they give you a another backing piece to this as well, and that's kind of a nice thing too. So it's waterproof in the front, and then on the back side, it looks like, yeah. So this is for like Velcro, I guess, for the back side of this. I'm curious to see also, I'll have to pull out my old pieces and see if any of them still work, like this one. I have another case like this to see if it still works with this camera. The camera itself looks like it has some indicator lights, or it's going to once I turn it on. The OK button is pretty much the same. They've actually labeled things a lot better. The last one that I had wasn't labeled at all. So it has the printing on there though, telling you what it is, the DRAGONTOUCH. These buttons feel really nice. Let's see. The actual lens is excellent. It is 4K. It's 170 degrees. And what you have here is like the 2-inch LCD. That's a little bit different. It's a little bit bigger. I feel like that's going to give me a cleaner resolution too. But yeah, it does have a CMOS sensor. It's 16 megapixels. It does have this mount for the SD card, and that's up to 64 gigs. It's not included. They didn't include one. I actually installed my own, but it's a really easy install. You just click, and there it is. And I don't even have fingernails, and I can do that. So, and I'm using an Evo card. Might have to use 2 hands to get it back in though. Let's see. Or something. I'm just going to use the remote. Maybe not. Okay, there we go. So that's pretty simple. It is recessed quite a bit. Once you hear that click, you'll know it's locked in. Good to go. Here's our USB port. It does have the charging that video cable port too. This one didn't come with cables, but you can get them that are transferable. That way you can bring this up on like a monitor, TV, or any other monitor, like a computer monitor. This has changed too. This grip, this used to be a little bit different. It used to be more of a matte there. I'm not sure I like this glossy finish versus the matte, but we'll see. I do have a fully charged battery in there, so I'm going to turn it on, which, press the power button. Let's see how this goes. Okay, got a blue indicator light. Little chime. Charge full. Okay. It didn't really give me a chance to do that. Whoa, and it looks like it's automatically started filming. Yes, it has. Okay. Confirmation on formatting. Okay, so there's the zoom. These side buttons. Oh, okay. And if you hold that, looks like that brings up your Wi-Fi. Okay, press up to exit Wi-Fi. So it gives you an SSID for that. Okay. Let's see. Just holding this button down at the top to see what we're getting. So it looks like a pause. Okay, there's our indicator light for recording too. Okay. Also, it's just the clock on the bottom then. It's not actually recording. Okay. So let's see what happens when I go through the mode here in the front button. So that's camera mode. There's my high speed. You can see it up there in the corner of the indicator. That's showing things that I've already recorded. And that's how you cycle through. Let's see if I can do something with these. So I'm in there, I'm going to press the mode button. Which is also power. So I held it on and it just powered itself off with a little chime. Okay, nice. So you can change all your settings right here. Focus on time lapse, loop recording. That's pretty good for slow motion there, the 720p. And let's set up my resolutions here. That's at top at 60 frames per second. I like that. Recording. Leave that alone. See if it lets me either back out of this menu. There we go. Okay, so if you press the mode button at the front while you're in this menu, that's what will cycle your options at the top. Let's see what else I can do. Exposure. Okay, and then once you're in that menu, just press these on the side. Driving mode, that's interesting. LED indicator light, auto screensaver, auto shutdown. Time watermark, yes. Language, date, time. It is not 2018. Sure, plenty of people have hoped that it's 2018, but it isn't. Let's see. It is 7. Okay, if you hold these, it doesn't do anything. Okay, date time. Yeah, change that. Okay. Well, that's nice. The last camera also didn't give you the option to watermark your material as well. It just kind of did it on its own. So, format, yes. Firmware version, not interested. Okay, so you can keep cycling through until you cycle to the X and exit out of the menu. But loop recording. That's if you want loot. Time to close. Photo resolution. Yep. 16. As good as it's gonna get. Image rotation driving mode. Okay. I think we are good here. Yeah, it seems to be good. Okay is right there on the top. And there we have it. So there's that. I'm going to try the remote here and see what we can do. Wow. So just like that. That's nice. This little test, so that works really well. I should be able to mode back to my gallery, and there's the gallery. Just need to finish out, or figure out, there it is. If you hold OK on the top, that's how you get to delete your images, so that's easy. Just cycle through your option on the side and delete. So there's our empty gallery with a sad face. Yep, nice. And okay. Yeah, fairly easy. Okay. There's a little microphone there. You can barely see it, or the speaker. And there's the speaker right there. I think that's the microphone on the side. One thing I would say about these in the last one, I'll have to check it when I actually use it, going down the road or with some wind noise, is how it does with that. Because the last camera I had actually was pretty poor as far as like overcoming wind noise, but we'll see. Here's the battery cover here, and it comes with a nice handy tab, so you don't have to fight with it. You just pull out and charge. I like this a lot better than plugging the actual camera in. It's just cleaner, a simpler setup overall. But that's it. Weighing in about 40 bucks. It's not too bad in comparison with today's GoPro prices. I highly recommend it. I didn't read the manual before I even got started because I've had a similar camera to this. I've enjoyed it. It's gotten me a lot of footage in a lot of cool areas. And I would say it's worth your money. Give it a shot. Good camera. This is it. So thanks for watching. Click like if you liked it, or if you want to ask questions, I'll be happy to answer them in comments. So see ya.